60.
Let's go.
Woo! Good to be back, guys.
Nobody understood.
Week 4 college football, week 3 NFL. Finally back from my trip last week. Good to be back on with the guys, and we're ready for a huge week. What's going on, everybody? I'm glad you're joining us today live right here on YouTube with the one and only Get the Edge. I'm missing something, but I'll get it in a minute from you guys. What's going on? It's so funny, Ben. Anyways, Scott Mattews here with Get the Edge Sports Podcast right here in Boca with my man Ben Castro running the show here for us at Podcast Junkie Studios. I'm glad to be back in the studio. I was out last week, had some business to take care of out of town, but I'm here with both my partners in crime. I'm going to introduce them to you one by one. TK in the house, Tommy King. What's up, T?
Yeah, man, I'm ready for, what is it, week number 4 in college? Yeah. Number 3 in the NFL already?
Yeah.
Wow, man, it's going by quick. It's going by quick.
Especially when you're doing the type of winning I'm doing. It's even going by faster. I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to some games this week as well. And
Scotty, you got to be the hottest guy at this table right now. I will say.
I would say it too, man. It was
I got to give it to
week
you.
Last week.
Yeah, we had a good week.
He wasn't here last week. He should have stayed up there, man. He got to bring his picks in again from up there. He had a great week last week.
You know, it's funny. Usually when I go away, I don't have the time to put into it like I normally do when I'm home because that's all I'm focused on when I'm in the office and everything else. But it was a dynamite week, and we hit our 50-unit play again. And let me bring my other partner in. Instead of talking about me, let's talk about my man, Teddy Brooks in the house. What's up, Teddy?
Oh, I'm fired up, man. We had a crazy week last week. I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I feel that I just have to say something. While we were doing the show last week, a great tragedy happened. Charlie Kirk, rest in peace.
Oh, boy.
Blessings to his family. But it happened
Terrible.
while we were doing the show.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the show, I was getting text messages and all this crazy stuff. So that kind of ruined last week. But I'm back this week. We're ready to go. I'm fired up for some football because this is my revenge tour this week because I've been a little 50-50 the last couple of weeks here.
Before we go any further, I just want to thank you for sitting in last week. You did a great job, and
no
we had
problem.
more viewers than ever before on the show last week. So kudos to you two guys for keeping it moving in the right direction.
Hey guys, what do you think? The one show that Scotty wasn't here, I think we had our most viewers of the season so far.
Enough.
I think it might be your new shirt too this week, man. Teddy's taking a little grouping after me with the shirts. You got a little flowers on you today. All ready to
Guys,
rumble.
before we get into it, because we got a lot to get into, college football, NFL, baseball, WNBA, whatever we're going to talk about, we're going to lay it out there for you. I wanted to ask you guys your opinion. I'm going to start with Teddy because I think Teddy's ready for this one. Biggest surprises first 2 weeks in the NFL. Have you seen anything that you're shaking your head over?
Oh, I wrote down a couple here, Scotty. I think the biggest surprise for me is Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. He was a big joke. It was a big joke that Anthony Richardson was getting benched for Daniel Jones. I even said on the first week, I said if Tua loses to Daniel Jones, he should retire right now. Guess what? I don't know about that either, Scotty. Daniel Jones looks great. Yeah. Surprises,
well,
I would say.
When you have Jonathan Taylor, too.
Yep. I would say Mac Jones stepping in for Brock Purdy. It was only, it wasn't a full game, so we don't really know too much yet.
Right.
But him stepping in. So all these quarterbacks that kind of got tossed to the side. Mac Jones, Daniel Jones, the Jones brothers, Drake May, some of these quarterbacks that have kind of been on the cusp are starting to. So I think that's the biggest surprise for me, probably.
What about not surprise? I mean, team. I mean, obviously a big surprise for me is the Chiefs starting 0-2. I'm sure you feel probably the same way. Chiefs, no one figured they'd be 0-2 to start the season off.
I did give the under on their win total, though. I think we all.
I think I like the over.
You might have liked the over, yeah. I like the under on their win total.
But I agree with you on the Colts. That was one of the 4. The Chiefs was a surprise to me in the negative for them, going 0-2 in the first 2. I think the Texans is a little bit of a surprise also starting out 0-2. I thought they'd be at least 1-1 at this point. And I think another surprise for me, and I'll pass it over to you guys is Cincinnati. They always start out slow, and now they're 2-0, and they lost Joe Burrow, and Jake Browning came in, and he rallied that team, and they ended up winning without Burrow. They lost them in the second quarter, and Jake Browning had a great game, and, maybe Trevor Lawrence gave it to him on a silver platter, throwing a few picks and all that stuff, but they still won. Cincinnati got off to a 2-0 start. Anything surprise you first couple of weeks?
First couple of weeks, the one that you just said, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm surprised they started the season 0-2, but it's a long season.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch the game, but I heard Kelsey bobble the ball. I think we talked about it, got picked off, and that could have been a change in the game.
Definitely.
But they played two really good. They played two really solid teams too.
Yeah.
So
probably two of the best teams.
Two of the best teams in the league right now. Absolutely. So
as far as numbers go, so no big surprise.
No big surprise. The Dolphins start 0-2, probably be 0-3 after this week.
You hate the Dolphins.
I hate the Dolphins. I'll be a Dolphin fans if they get rid of Tua. I think they're playing Buffalo this Thursday.
Did you see what he said this week? That he can't do half the things that Josh Allen can do. Even if that's true, why would you say that? That's really giving a lot of confidence to your team.
I got a question for the audience out there. Maybe they can reply back. Mike McDaniel, if the Dolphins go 0-3, is he gone or is he staying with the Dolphins? What do you guys think?
I think they'll probably go another game, 3-4 games.
If they get blown out bad.
If they get blown, if they're playing,
they're going to get blown out.
It doesn't matter, but if they don't show up performance. You can get blown out, but you could score and get blown out 41-21. You score some points, but let's say they don't do anything.
There's a big difference between 41-21 and 30-0. Yeah, I agree.
What do you think?
I just don't like the way Mike McDaniel carried himself when they were winning and they had this prolific offense putting up 50 points a game. It was cool. Everyone thought it was cool. But now they're losing, and he carries himself with that same kind of like that. I don't even know what the word is. It's sarcasm, but he gives these weird answers, and he tries to be Mr. Cool.
So
that shit doesn't fly when you're losing. It flies when you're winning, but it doesn't fly when you're losing. So
he saw that banner flying over his stadium. He said he didn't see it, but it said fire him and
general manager.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? You think if they get blown out, he's gone, or are they going to keep him for a little bit?
I don't know, but I think he needs to change his tune a little bit.
Okay.
I think he needs to change his tune and his tone.
All right. Fair
Who
enough.
would they get?
I don't know. There's probably coaches out there dying to come to Miami, though. Wouldn't you in the wintertime? You wouldn't mind coming down to South Beach, down in Miami Hard Rock Stadium in the wintertime. Maybe a coach sitting on the sidelines or, whatever.
You got a comment coming that says, get rid of him.
Huh?
One of our guys says, get rid of him.
Get rid of who, McDaniel or me?
Get rid of McDaniels.
Oh, all right. I thought they were getting rid of me already. I'm only back 5 minutes, I think Teddy's got a plot out there on me. No, it's all good. Listen, can you believe all the injuries in the first couple of weeks in the NFL? We got
five, isn't it?
4 or 5. Josh Allen got his nose broken in pretty good.
Did you see that? That's a man right there. He got that. He got it broken. He had him snap it back into place, and he was right back on the field.
You got what's his name? You got Jalen.
J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy.
Jaden
Daniels, Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, and
a starting quarterback.
Yeah, 4.
And that's only week 2 of the season, guys, and a lot of other guys banged up on offense and defense. I'll tell you, the speed of the game and the physicality of this game is brutal. Your career is not going to last. You're lucky if you could get some decent amount of years in when it comes to the NFL. I guess they call it what? Not for long when it comes to you probably call it
other
something
algorithms for the NFL and NBA, but we can. I don't think I can.
Joe Burrow's the worst situation in my opinion. That's a shame.
love Joe Burrow.
I do too.
Man.
He was my pick. I gave him my pick for MVP,
sucks.
and now he's done. And the thing is this, you got a guy like that. You got to put the pieces around him. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think he might need to find a new home eventually.
Who, Joe Burrow?
They can't protect him. They can't defend.
It was a toe injury, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
I don't know what.
But he's still under a lot of pressure.
No, of course he's running and gunning. The one that looks great to me, and he's finally healthy, is this quarterback, obviously for the Chargers.
You've been on him all year. You've been talking about him all season.
Justin Herbert is playing fantastic. You see him moving the ball, running the ball, throwing the ball. Their defense is awesome. I told you that they were going to be the team to beat in the AFC West before this all started.
And one more QB shout out.
Okay.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Justin Fields?
Bo Nix.
Nah, he lost last week.
Justin Fields.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
I love him.
That guy
made me money.
That 4th down play, he killed it.
50-unit winner.
And did you see how he fell? He was hurt, and then he just bounced back up, and he started talking shit right to the defender.
Yeah.
I love his style. He reminds me of back when you used to play street football, right? That's the kind of football he plays.
He's like the Michael Jordan of football.
I love him.
He talks a lot of smack.
He's quickly becoming my favorite football player.
All right, well, we'll get into the NFL a little bit later on in the show, guys, and we're going to have some definitely some solid picks coming up because I know the guys have been working their tail off. But I want to kick it off. I want to get into some college football, if you guys don't mind. We got a game on Thursday night. I don't know if you guys are looking at it. Not the most exciting game in the world. Obviously, Rice 2-1 against Charlotte 1-2. That's the Thursday night game. The line currently right now, 3.5, 43.5. Those are the numbers I'm showing, Rice being the favorite. T, anything on that game?
I don't like that game on Thursday night. The line is actually current right now, Rice 2 and 42.5. Just staying away from that game on Thursday.
Went to 2 just now?
It's 2 and 42.5.
Really?
I can take the line movement.
It dropped. It was at 3 this morning, right?
I saw 3.5.
Yeah.
It moved.
That's a quick drop.
It was at 3 at 10 this morning. Went to 10:30. Went to 2.5.
I mean, the Rice has only played 3 games. They're 2-1. They got blown out by Houston. Obviously, the other 2 teams they played were nobodies. North Carolina beat up on Charlotte. They won 20-3. And Charlotte won last week, beating Monmouth. So these teams haven't really played anybody. This number is a tough number. I don't like this game personally at all, or the total. Do you have anything on this game?
I do. I actually do like this game. Rice is a team that they can't really throw the ball. They rely on like a Army Navy style RPO. Well, more of like the run pass option. And the thing with Rice is Army and Navy, they've mastered that style. Rice is in the same conference as Army, Navy, Charlotte, all these teams. So these teams like Charlotte, they prepare for that run pass option. Right. So because of that, I think Charlotte's going to be ready for Rice's style, and I think they're going to be able to shut it down because they can't execute it the way Army and Navy does.
All right.
So I'm on Charlotte as the home dog here. I liked it a lot better when I saw 3.5s, and it's not really
3.5.
Yeah. So let's check.
You could always buy it anyway.
Well, here's my issue. There's certain games that I love so much that I'll buy it, but there's certain games where I just might not want to buy that much on this game. But now I'm seeing 2.5s I'm seeing some 2s. I'm also seeing 2.5s. So I would get this one to 3. This isn't the biggest play on the board for me this week, but I would definitely sprinkle. I know you guys love that word.
Sprinkle.
Actually, I'm looking at mine to change big time. I'm showing 1.5 now.
Wow. See, something's going on here, guys. So that actually favors Charlotte. That's a good look for Charlotte. But yeah, I'm on Charlotte here.
You never know.
And they have a good QB, Connor Harrell.
Yeah, I'm staying off this matchup. All right, so you have nothing Thursday. I have nothing Thursday. Teddy likes Charlotte. Are you buying that line at 2 or the 3? Or what are you
I'll
doing?
buy it from 2 to 3, 2.5 to 3. If it's 1.5, I might stay away if I were you guys. I don't know if it's worth spending that much.
Okay, so you leave it at 1.5, or you wouldn't touch it?
I just maybe wouldn't play the game.
All right, well, what?
It depends on what your line.
You got to let them
know.
know.
I'm telling you, if you have it at 2 or 2.5, buy it to 3. If you have it at 1.5, maybe stay away.
All right, perfect. There you go, my man Teddy. All right, Thursday night under the belt here, guys. We're moving right along because we got a lot of games. Damn, we got a lot of big games. And we got a lot of big matchups on the weekend, too. But Friday night, we got 2 matchups in college football. I don't know if you guys dug into these, but one of them is pretty interesting. Tulsa, you got playing Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, 11.5. The Cowboys, 53.5 on the total. And the second game is Iowa on the road, playing an undefeated Rutgers. Scarlet Knight. What about Rutgers? 3-0 so far. They got Iowa 2.5-point favorite. Unless that line's changed, maybe I'm missing these line moves.
2.5 right now. 2.5, 45.5.
So you got Iowa 2.5 on the road. The Hawkeyes on the road 2-1. Their only loss was to a ranked team, Iowa State. They played them tight. They lost 16-13 in that game, and going against an undefeated Rutgers team who scored 139 points, Teddy, in their first 3 games. So they're piling on.
They're rolling.
Yeah, they haven't really played anybody. Miami, Ohio. Norfolk. I mean, they beat Ohio. So, I mean, cakewalk kind of teams. But, hey, still 3-0 at home. Anything on this game? Any of those?
Yeah, I'm actually putting this one on my service, so I'm not going to give it out on the show. I got 2 games for you on Saturday, so I'll wait till we jump to Saturday. But I'm giving this one on my service.
What about on Tulsa, Oklahoma State?
No, just playing 1 game on my service on Thursday. I'm going to jump on that game you were just talking about.
Okay.
But I'll be ready. I got a couple games going on Saturday.
Yeah, the first game, I mean, to me, it's not an appetizing game. Tulsa and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State got their ass handed to them, destroyed by Oregon. 16, how do you say it again?
What's that?
Oregon.
Oregon.
I couldn't catch him.
Sorry, I was reading something going
on me.
No, I'm reading some of the comments going across the screen.
You in the comments.
I like reading the comments.
He should be on like TMZ.
Hey, it's like a new toy over here playing with the comments over. I'm waiting for Ben to bring in the drum rolls yet, too. I'm waiting for the graphics to come in this week when we jump on.
Oklahoma State got absolutely destroyed by Oregon. 69-3. And they had a bye week last week, and their record right now is 1-1. Teddy, you see anything? Tulsa and Oklahoma State in this game? They got 11.5 point, 53.5. They got beat up. Tulsa got beat up by Navy, 42-23. So I mean, anyone they played, they haven't done much against, and the other team just got demolished. So
no, not on this game, but I'm all over the other game, the Iowa-Rutgers game.
Let's go.
So Iowa-Rutgers, guys, this is an interesting matchup. I got a couple numbers for you guys. I got about 4 reasons why I like this pick. Number 1, Big Ten Conference road favorites are 23-9 straight up in the last 31 or 32 right there. Rutgers, yeah, like you said, Scotty, they're rolling right now, but they haven't seen a defense like Iowa. This Iowa defense is ranked 30th in adjusted EPA, and I'll get into adjusted numbers in a second because I think they're very important for college football. And number 3, Rutgers has 3 big injuries. Their left tackle's out, their top running back's out, and their top wide receiver's out. That could be why.
And they're still winning.
That could be why that line. No, I'm talking about this week.
Oh, this week.
They're doubtful for this week. Okay. So that could be why that line moved a little bit.
Right.
So yeah.
But do you like teams that are coming in like that? They're dominating. You know, obviously they've been dominating their opponents. Yeah, they're not playing the caliber opponent maybe on paper as Iowa, but 139 points in 3 games. That means they're popping 46 points a game. That's pretty good.
When you see a defense that's so much better than the other defenses, I have no problem firing some money at that. Plus the conference trends here and everything else included. I am on Iowa. I'm going to take the money line here, though, guys. Minus 145, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 140.
Yeah, 140. I'm feeling a lot more secure. I'm taking that 70% trend. Road dogs and Big Ten conference games.
I hear there's some injuries to Iowa as well. A couple of their running backs are banged up. I don't know if they're the starters or backups, to the starters, but I hear 2 of the running backs for Iowa's banged up. So now if it hinges to go into a passing game, let's see what happens. But yeah, I can't agree or disagree. If I was leaning, guys, I think I'd take the dog and I'd buy that line up to 4. I'd take Rutgers at home. I'd take a shot with a team that's playing well right now. I think they're in the right frame of mind. They're scoring points. They're not letting up a lot of points as well. They're not playing the caliber of team. But Iowa's, on the road, they're nothing. Sometimes they're nothing special. They get into these hard physical games, and I think Rutgers has a shot. I think they could score and keep up with them on the offense. Let's see what happens defense for defense, but I like Rutgers. I think.
Oh boy,
buy it up to 4 on that. That's not a big play, so don't get nervous.
It's okay. We still got a little opposing action there.
I think the dog is alive in the game. I'll take a 3-0 team playing as well as they are right now. And again, Iowa, they hung in there against Iowa State, who's a very good team, undefeated right now. But again, I think I'll take the home dog in this spot. Usually, home dogs on ESPN games are pretty good too, aren't they? On Thursday nights.
Was that Thursday night?
Oh, that's Friday night. Excuse me.
I was 3-1 their last 4 against the spread when they played them head to head.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good. I like it more now.
But that's going back years since 2016.
Well, that's Thursday and Friday. Guys, we got an unbelievable – I don't know if you guys looked at all the matchups, but I kind of looked at all of them, and there's some really nice matchups out there. Before we dig in, you got 2 ranked teams, Texas Tech, Utah. That game's going early in the morning out there in Utah. Number 17 against Texas Tech against number 16 Utah. That's an interesting matchup. Another interesting matchup. I don't know if you guys are touching any of these games. I guess we'll get into in a minute. You got Auburn ranked against Oklahoma. Both those teams are undefeated. You got another great matchup in the Big Ten at night. Illinois undefeated against Indiana undefeated. Another pretty solid matchup. You got Michigan against an undefeated Nebraska game. We've got a lot of matchups going Saturday. I'll kick it off with you, Teddy. Any big plays for the people out there? We got a lot of people following us today on the show.
This might be my favorite play of the week. But, Scotty, I'm going to take a couple minutes on this one because I need to talk about something here. We have the Iron Skillet.
Hold on. He's
crack that beer open. I'll crack mine open, too.
Ben, wake me up when it's over, Ben.
I'm going to call beer over.
Cheers.
Hold on. I don't know if I want to deal with this one.
We have the Iron – well, here's what I want to talk about. We have the Iron Skillet battle. That's the matchup between SMU, Southern Methodist University, and TCU.
That was on my list, too.
This game has been going on since 1915. Mm-hmm. They faced 103 times. And guess what? Because of these conference realignments, because of NIL, because of money in the league, This game is going to be no more after this year. And a lot of big-time rivalries that have been going on for over 100 years are coming to an end because of these changes in college football. So I'm sure the heads of college football aren't watching this show, but if they are, I would say to them, let's try to keep some tradition intact,
Do you
guys.
like this game?
I do. I'm going to get into the actual pick now.
Cool.
Now, this TCU offense, they're stacked. They're 6th in PPA per play. They're 5th in yards per play. It's a stacked offense. They've dominated this rivalry for the last 30 years. SMU's actually 3-2 in the last 5 years in this rivalry, but TCU has been the team overall. And here's the thing. They lost last year by about 20 points to SMU. They gave up 5 turnovers and 14 penalties, but the tables have turned. SMU, their best player from last year, Brashard Smith, he's in the NFL now. TCU is 7th in the league in turnovers in all of college football in turnovers.
It's only 2 weeks.
And it's okay. And SMU is 125th in penalties. I am all over. I love the number here. It's 7, moving it to 6.5. I'm all over the favorite here at home, TCU. It's my favorite college football game of the week.
All right, excellent. Great job, by the way. I love the breakdown. Doing his homework, guys. That's what it's all about. Listen to the man. He's been around the business 20 years, does it for a living. So if he feels that good about something, you might want to pay close attention to it. What about you?
I'm going on one game so far in the
you're
early
not on
action.
that game?
I'm not touching it. I'm playing a different game on
I was
that.
trying to get an opinion on it.
Because Scott has an opinion on that one.
You got
Right?
an opinion?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's
I'll
not
wait
going
for
to
it.
like mine.
Let's go. We got 2 head-to-heads, baby.
I'm not touching that game.
Nothing?
Nothing on that game. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
have
come in and do
Have
something.
some
I'm
fun,
gonna have a game
PK.
on, I got 2 games going. You guys want to talk about that one, man? You guys wanted to talk about your game,
No.
so I'll wait till
No,
you
go-
get done talking about your
hold
TCU
on.
game.
Go ahead. Who do you like? Best bet?
Best bet? Well, best bet, one of my top plays going here. You poke at my notes here, but I'm going to jump on Wisconsin-Maryland game. It's in a circle right now because injury with the quarterback for Wisconsin, but he should be playing the game. The line opened at 7.
Right.
It's at 10-44. I'm going to jump on Wisconsin. I'm going to lay to 10. Maryland 1-5 their last 6 against the spread, 0-4 against the spread in September. Badgers 5-1 their last 6 against that spread at home versus a
he
team with a
loves
winning
these
record.
numbers, man.
That's not the reason I'm using it, but I got the Wisconsin, even with a couple of injuries both sides have. I got Wisconsin win this game by at least 15 plus double digits.
You think they bounce right back after
They're
that?
going to come out
Alabama.
strong. Wisconsin come out very strong in this game, win this game 15 plus on this one easily on Saturday. It's an early noon game. I got another one going. I'll talk about it in a minute at 3:30.
Okay.
But I'm going to lay the points with Wisconsin.
All right, let's get back to that SMU TCU game. Like you said, it's been such a huge, long rivalry over the years. Currently, both these teams are one's 2-1, one's 2-0. Obviously, TCU got the ass kicking over North Carolina and Bill Belichick's opening night. Obviously, North Carolina just, I don't know, maybe they just got caught up in the moment of that game or whatever, and TCU took full advantage of it because they felt slighted. If you heard what the coaches were saying, all they were talking about Belichick and North Carolina. They weren't giving their team any shot, so they probably came out with guns blazing to get the job done, and that's why they won as easy as they did in that first game. I think when you play a rivalry like this, 7 points, that's a lot of points to give a team like SMU. They lost to BYU. They allowed 48 points to BYU. They lost it in overtime, 45-48. They're 2-1. I think they hang with TCU. I think they got too much firepower, and I'll take this game up to +8. I'm going 8 on this one. I'll take that full touchdown and the extra point on it, and I'll take SMU. I think they got a shot to keep themselves in this game. I think this is the type of game that's going to be tight, where it could be close or it could be an upset. So I'm going to take the +8 and run with it.
Well, we could both win here. They win by 7, I win, and you win. So that would be the ideal situation. Let's both win here, Scotty. We don't have to fight. Let's go. We could both win.
No, I just listen. Nothing against anything you're doing because you do great work. And the bottom line is, you're looking for certain things. I'm looking for certain things. But I think the number on this game is just too jacked up. I don't see any reason why TCU should be a 7-point favorite against SMU in this spot at this time. Now, if it was 7, 8 games under the belt, yeah, maybe I would think differently. But after 2 games, I just don't see it. TCU hasn't impressed me enough. Yeah, they beat a North Carolina team, but again, like I said, that game I think it was because all the hype around that game. But I like SMU in that game. Anything else you're looking at on Saturday?
I have one more game that I'm looking at, but I want to ask you a question. Both of you guys a question. I was just thinking of. Do you guys ever hedge your totals? Like if you have an under 54 and the game looks like it's going way under, and the live total's like 38, do you ever do a little bit on over 38 to kind of balance things out? Or you just let them all ride always?
No, I let it go, man. I let it go to the other end.
Okay, same with you, TK.
Yeah, I would let it ride.
TK and I have a lot of school. We're not even thinking like that.
I mean, if, like we talk about parlays, you got two. I don't bet parlays, but if these guys do bet parlays, you got 2 out of 3, and why wouldn't you bet the other side? Guarantee yourself money.
Yeah, I mean the thing with the hedging a total like that is you can find a nice middle, right? So if you have under 54 and the live total's over 38, you have 16 points, that 16-point range where you can win both bets. So just something to think of. If you guys don't like doing it, no worries.
Yeah. You know what? We're old school guys, so we kind of just stick to what got us to the dance, and we're not changing the partners. Unfortunately, maybe we should at times.
Sometimes.
But
I will tell you this. I lean more old school than most guys in my age bracket. You see them. I mean, some of the people that we know that are on social media, the kind of stuff that they fire out there.
Yeah,
it blows my mind.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how do you even have the time? Just these 5 legs, 6 legs, home run parlays, this parlay, that parlay.
Yeah, what about all the stuff they're doing as the game's live, too?
That's what I'm saying.
I just through the whole game,
it's
moving
crazy.
And grooving based on momentum of the game and stuff like that.
I don't see how you can be profitable doing that.
I do sometimes. I jump on the line, and if my team gets scored on the first drive, I might jump on the live, try to get a little extra edge on it if I still like that. If I'm liking the game, even though they're down by a touchdown, I might jump on them again.
So you'll push more on the same side.
I'll put more on the same side.
Guys, there's a lot of big matchups out there. I'm hoping you guys have at least some opinions or thoughts. You got 2 undefeated teams going at it, Auburn and Oklahoma. You got a big matchup, Florida coming down to Miami, 3-0, number 4 in the country, Miami.
What's the line on that game?
7.5.
You know what I think about that game? I think, actually, when you were talking about disappointments and surprises.
The coach is on the line there with Florida.
Billy Napier, yeah, he's in trouble. DJ Lagway, he doesn't look – the 2 quarterbacks I think that are the biggest disappointments in college football at the quarterback position this year, Arch Manning and DJ Lagway for Florida. Yeah. 2 SEC quarterbacks that were supposed to be a lot better.
They played good last week. I mean, they played tough. They played tough enough to have a shot against LSU. They just kind of let it go.
Got to win
that
games.
Game was closer than 10 points, to be honest. They played physical. They played them really tough. But, a couple of key things here and there turned that game around. You think they got a shot against Miami, or Miami blows them out?
I don't know, man. I watched Carson Beck play last week. He looked pretty good against South Florida, but that was South Florida coming off their big win, the week before that. I think the Gators are going to come out and hang with them.
But he also looked good against Notre Dame. I know they're 0-2. I know they're 0-2, but he looked good against Notre Dame also.
It was the perfect spot, though, for Miami to be with South Florida, because South Florida coming off those 2 huge wins. Now they got to travel against Miami. Miami was probably like this all week waiting for them. Saying, oh, yeah, the momentum's definitely. They think they're going to – they probably think they're high as a kite coming in here, and they showed them how easy
I'm actually going to head down to the game
them off that
Saturday
night. I to answer your question, I have a Miami blowout here. I think Miami's a very, very good team
this
here.
Lines move 8.5 down to 7.5 some places. The total's dropped 4 points already. Opened at 55 down to 51. I'm not touching the total on this one, but I think the Gators – I'm not giving out as a play, but I think the Gators can hang with them and give them a run. Then who they got next? I think Florida State coming up down the road as well, Miami. So
yeah, that's a tough one, man. That 7.5 makes it an interesting play because you look at it, you say Miami, man, this is their year. They got by Notre Dame. They're going to have a huge season. They might not lose a game. They may lose one all year. So a lot of hype on Miami, especially after the first couple of games and now being undefeated, but. You can't throw the Gators out. I mean, you can't throw them out because they could show up for the game. But I'm not touching that one. But there is a couple of games I really like. I like Michigan against Nebraska. I'm going to make that game a money line play. Michigan's 2.5 on the road against Nebraska. I think Michigan's the more talented team when it comes down to it. Even though Nebraska's 3-0, they haven't really beat anybody. I mean, the one game they won, they beat Cincinnati. So what? And Cincinnati, I thought Nebraska was going to blow them out, and they let Cincinnati in that game the whole way. It's like they just went on like a little cruise control just to win that game. So it wasn't an impressive win, and they didn't even cover the spread. The only loss for Michigan, obviously, was against Oklahoma. It was one of the best teams in the country right now, ranked in the top 10 or 11 in the country. So, that's an impressive win. They went on the road against Oklahoma. I think Michigan wins this game. The line on the game's right. I feel it is right. I wish it was Nebraska -2.5 because I'd back the truck up and make a big score on this game. But I'm going to money line the play, and I'm going to take Michigan in this game. I think Michigan wins the game outright. So all I got to do is win for me, and I get myself paid. Michigan.
I like that too, Scotty.
I'm agreeing with you on Michigan. I was looking at them all week as well. I think they should have a good score on this game.
I think, we got one, Ben. All three of us agree on this game, and I'll add that Big Ten conference game stat that I gave earlier.
Yeah.
23-9 straight up road favorites in Big Ten conference matchups. So Michigan falls into that same category there. 70% trend. I love Michigan here. The number's a little bit.
I'm scared of Nebraska.
The number's a little soft, wouldn't you think? I mean,
not really, because Nebraska gets a lot of notoriety.
That's true.
I mean, it's a big program. They're 3-0.
They're a different team this year.
Playing at home.
They're playing at home. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of variables.
They got what's his name, Dylan Raiola.
I would never touch the game if Michigan was like 6 or 6.5. I would stay far away from the game. I might even get lured into maybe jumping.
Yeah, I agree there. Move it to 7 and take Nebraska.
I'll money line it. I'll put these two teams on the field, even though the game's in Lincoln. And I'll take a shot with.
I like it. I think we all like it, guys. So there you go. You got one we all three agree on.
And the one I like the most, I'm going to tell you right now, and it's the team I've used twice already, and I made money. I love California to blow San Diego State out. I don't think that game's going to be close. California's 3-0 so far this year. They've covered every game. I've had 2 out of their games they've played, and they're 3-0 against the spread. They're playing great football. San Diego State, to me, so-so at best. They lost to Washington State big. I think California is on the left is easily as good as Washington State could be at this point in time. They're making California a 12-point favorite. What's your line on that game? I don't want to give out the wrong number. I think they blow them out.
California right now, California 12 and 48.5.
Yeah.
The total is dropping big time.
Here's what I would do on this game, guys. If this line is probably going to go around 11.5 or so, I'd buy this game down to 10. I'd buy that extra juice. I'd take California in this game. I think they're just playing too good right now, and they got their program. Like I said, I thought they were going to have a pretty solid season this year, based on what I saw early. So I like California, and for them to make them a 12-point favorite or 11.5 or 12.5, whatever it was, and what it could be at the end. I'm going to bring it down to 10. I think California is the right side of this game. They're 3-0 against the spread. They're winning easily. They're playing good football. I don't think the Aztecs have much.
Scotty,
California.
I know you love names. How about this California quarterback, Jaron Kiwe Sagapalutale? I
love him.
Must be Hawaiian or something.
He's got to be like Samoan or Hawaiian or something. But he's a 19-year-old freshman. He's looking like a star so far this year. So, yeah, Cal's been a big surprise. You asked about NFL surprises. Cal has been a very big surprise here, moving into the ACC.
3-0 against
tougher
spread.
Conference, 3-0 against the spread. So yeah, I don't hate that Cal, and to show them that kind of love, the odds makers obviously agree with that kind of spread. Because like you said, that game could easily be 10, right? It could easily be 9.5, but it's what, 12? 12.5? So guys, when you see that, when you see the number larger than what it really should be,
could be a trap.
There's a couple ways to look at it. The odds makers are trying to do something. They're either trying to lure you against it or lure you for it. You got to make that decision. But me personally, I think when the odds makers inflate, they want you to typically bet against that team. I think 90% of the time, that's the trap that they're trying to get you into.
Yeah.
Speaking about your odds makers, I don't know if you noticed, and it's been happening the last couple of weeks when I talked to a couple of clients. I don't know if you guys had these issues as well. And I actually read some stuff on FanDuel and DraftKings. When the line's 3.5, 7.5, 10.5, 14.5, they're not letting you buy points on these games anymore.
College
football.
Depends.
It's 3.5 and 7.5
everywhere. Or just
almost every book they're switching off.
It depends on the book. Once again, guys, I'm getting to the point. I'll say it right here, where I'm going to tell all of my players to find an offshore place to play, because these damn legal U.S. sports books are bullshit.
Yeah,
they make it so much. It's already hard to win. They make it so much harder to win. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, that's weird, because I was talking to a customer. He goes, I tried to buy it.
Take the Heineken away.
I've
had a half a sip, Scotty. I'm just. This is how much passion.
A half a sip.
A half a sip. This is how much passion.
Fired up on the books, man. Now they're dropping prop bets on this stuff. I don't really give a shit about the prop bets. You guys play it, but I agree with these U.S. books, man. They're going to lose a lot of clientele.
Well, we talk about it all the time, but we still need them, man.
Yeah, but they're going to other places like Flip.
We still need these books.
Yeah, but they're dropping to different places. Like
my clients don't. I'm going to start recommending everyone play somewhere else.
They want to play with maybe. Yeah, you're going to recommend them to play somewhere.
But how are these places going against the Seminole Indians? You got 4 or 5 books now down here in Florida that shouldn't even be illegal. You know, if you guys are betting, I can't remember the name of the place.
Cliff,
for the cave.
Novig, Kalshi, all these sites, man. Listen, this is a different age, man. You guys with these monopolies, don't get too comfortable. But hey, it is what it is.
Exactly.
We'll move on.
I still
have one more college football
one more
game.
college too.
There you go. Go ahead, TK.
Well, I'm going to start with a little smaller school in this one here. James Madison against Liberty. This line opened at 7. I got it early when it started. It opened up at 7. It said 9.5 and 46.5. I'm just he's over here. But I'm going to jump on this one. I can't even look at him over here. But James, he loves the offshore talk and the book talk over here.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm jumping on this.
I love you guys.
I'm jumping on this James. I actually got a drum roll from Ben over here. Ben, I pee over the floor. Let me get right to it, man. This James Madison Liberty game. I bet it early, so I did get it at 7. It's at 9.5. I'll still recommend it. I'm going to lay the 9.5 with James Madison over Liberty. James Madison, they're 5-0 against the spread their last 5 versus a non-conference opponent. Liberty 0-4 their last 4 against a non-conference opponent. They're only 3-13 their last 16 against the spread overall. My numbers got James Madison win this game by 17+. I love it here. They're on the road. I'm going to lay the 9.5 with James Madison. Should it be a nice solid blowout on Saturday at 3:30?
3:30.
What happened to Liberty? They were crushing the spread a couple years ago.
Remember they went undefeated?
I'll tell you another team I won't use the rest of the year, Coastal Carolina. I used them twice this year, and they got smashed both times. I will not use them.
Coastal's in trouble right now. All right, so I got one more. Let me this Tulane Ole Miss game, guys. I've rode this Ole Miss team. Obviously, they got the job done week 1. They couldn't get the job done against Kentucky. That was a much tighter game. I think we all had Ole Miss in that game. I could be wrong if my memory serves me correctly. Here's the deal with Ole Miss. They got this Lacey, this running back Lacey. He looks very special. Their quarterback, Austin Simmons, solid kid. He gets hurt last week. Their backup, Chambly, if I'm saying it correct, comes in, and he gets the job done. So this is a plug and play. I'm a huge Lane Kiffin fan. I think the SEC's wide open this year, guys. I wouldn't even
wide open, man.
Wide open. Like the first of all, the top team. I think Texas is number 2 now, favorite. I don't know. I think Georgia might be number 1 favorite.
A lot of good teams.
Alabama. You could get Alabama at plus 550 to win the SEC. I think there's value there. I don't think they're as bad as we thought they were. I just think that Florida State was really, really good.
Had the right game plan for them.
What's that?
They had the
right game plan, exactly. But yeah, I like Ole Miss minus 11.5. I'm not even touching the line. I'm just leaving it where it's at, and I'm putting in Ole Miss minus 11.5 against Tulane.
The only problem I have with Ole Miss, I mean, I agree with you. They're a great team, and they got a powerhouse team, and they can pour points on. But it seems like that with all that going, it seems like they have a hard time covering point spreads.
They do because they have a hard time. They do have a little bit of a hard time stuffing them. They do jack the lines up because they're a high-powered offense. And
Tulane undefeated, huh?
Tulane undefeated, yes. Wow.
Now you're talking about conferences, SEC, ACC.
Big Ten.
They're talking about this coming down the road 2 years from now. There won't be the SEC, ACC. They're just going to make the elite college. Do you think that would happen?
That's what I was talking about earlier in the show, T. The losing of the traditions is it's hurt. They just got to hit the brakes on changing.
It's time to change stuff up.
They've changed enough.
It's starting to get a little exciting.
Really?
These games, man, they're like watching semi-pro football. They're getting a little exciting.
There's more meaning to them.
I mean, what was the game this week? We watched Tennessee. Who did they play? That game then we
Florida.
missed the field goal. Georgia, hell of a game.
Yeah,
hell of a game. Laying 3.5. How did the bookies got that number right on the number?
Georgia money line.
Crazy game, man. Might miss that field goal. Win by 3, didn't cover the spread.
We're done with college, guys, because we got NFL to talk about.
We got an NFL to talk about.
Woo! We got a lot of stuff going on. I see you guys are jacked up today. I'm glad I came back for this week. TK laughing over here today. Wow, I got to shut Ben. What's going on here with the laughter and the? I hope you people out there are seeing this because I can't get a bowel movement out of this guy most of the times. Now I'm getting.
Teddy's got me fired. I told you I brought a Heineken here for today. I'm ready to rumble here this week, man. I'm gonna start bringing a beer and a shot for me and Teddy every week. Get some excitement on this show.
So just real quick, we got a couple comments here. That Cal QB is Samoan, but he grew up in Hawaii.
Nice.
Cheers. And Josh Yates asked a very good question. I think that we didn't see. I think we could ask this real quick before we move to NFL. How about the 0-2 Notre Dame team right now?
Surprised, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously going to a national championship game last year, everyone thought they'd come right back, have another big season. I mean, can they run the table and have a 12-2 year? I'm sure they could. But yeah, surprised 0-2, definitely. I mean, I don't know what to say about. Well, not really surprised about. I thought they'd be 1-1 at this point. Last week obviously was a surprise, but I thought Miami. I liked Miami against them in the first game, so. I don't know what you like Miami too, or no? You like Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame in the first game. Hey, you got this week. You're talking about Florida teams, since we're talking about Florida teams. Kent State's playing Florida State. I mean, 43-point favorites, man. 45-point favorites again as Florida State team, man. They'll probably win by 70 again. Who knows? But
well, they're
playing damn good football.
Yeah. Well, they're playing good on both sides of the ball.
That quarterback, he's fired up to win some games, man.
Tommy Castellanos, he's good
from BC. All right. Well, listen, guys, we gave you a lot of opinions in college football. Hope you wrote them all down or kept notes, or just come back and follow the show and get all these picks from us. But we got some excellent matchups going this week in the NFL. I'm just going to run through a few of them, then I'm going to go to you guys to see what you guys are liking. 2-0 Rams against 2-0 Eagles. That should be a great game.
That's going to be a great game.
Another great matchup, 2-0 Arizona. If Kyler Murray's head is on against 2-0 San Francisco 49ers so far, that should be a great matchup. And other than that, those are kind of the undefeated teams. Another great matchup, I think, is going to be this conference game out west, Denver and the LA Chargers. But I'm going to kick it off with TK and see what.
Well, don't forget about another good game, Monday Night Football, man. Detroit 1-1 against Baltimore. That should be a great matchup as well, too.
I didn't go to Monday. I only went to Sunday.
Well, I like one game early in the NFL football. I know both quarterbacks are out. Joey Burrow's out. That other guy, McCarthy's out. I like Cincinnati plus the 3 in this game here on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Like I said, I know the quarterback situation and whatnot, but the Bengals, man, they've been playing pretty decent football. They've actually, going back to last year, won 7 straight games. They're 4-1 their last 5 straight up on the road, 5-2 their last 7 against the spread.
I can't believe Minnesota's a favorite in that game.
Yeah, -3 in this game. I can't believe it either. I got to take the points with the Bengals in this one. Yeah. Buy it up to 3.5.
Well,
it's at 3 right now.
Let's see how Jake Browning comes out. Now he's practicing with the number 1 squad. Obviously,
but he did come and do a good job. Good. I mean, Jacksonville could have came down there. They played last week. I mean, he shined in that game. So
you got a seasoned veteran starting now for Minnesota, Carson Wentz. So. Yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's how many. It's like a cat. He never he never dies.
It's like that guy from.
He's got 9 lives, right?
Carson Wentz been all over the place.
Who was that quarterback played for FSU for like 20 years back in the day?
Chris Winkie.
Chris Winkie.
Yeah. Right, he came out of college when he was 27 years old.
Let's just say that play again.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to take Cincinnati. I'll buy it up to 3.5 against Minnesota. I think Cincinnati's got the better backup.
3.5 right now.
That's 3 everywhere, 3-42. We got to get you Don Best Live odds on there, Spank odds. Or
you use a score for odds because they put the worst odds out ever. The score app.
I can use a few of them.
All right, hold on. I you know what's interesting? I think that without their starting QB, I think that
makes it
Cincinnati's a better team than Minnesota. I think. I mean, maybe it's going to look different this week.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Definitely
you take Joe Burrow out versus J.J. McCarthy. Come on.
I'm just talking about what happened last week. You took Joe Burrow out of that game, and Cincinnati just moved forward
down the field
like nothing was wrong.
Yeah, well, because Jacksonville has something wrong.
That could be it too. It could be the opponent. It could definitely be the opponent. And now teams are going to have some time to watch some Browning film, so that might change things too.
Browning played.
The one thing that worries me is, like you said, if you don't know why they're 3-point favorites, maybe that's a sign of something.
Well, Jacksonville's playing this week. They're 1-1 going against Houston, 0-2, and Jacksonville's favored in this game by 2 right now. It's moving up to 2.5 right now. I mean, Jacksonville didn't look that bad on Sunday. They just
they look great.
They look great in the game.
Trevor Lawrence just made a few crucial mistakes through a couple of picks. And some penalties and stuff like that cost them that game. And then they let him drive down at the end.
That's a quarterback that needs to do something. He needs to make some moves.
Yeah, they got a little turmoil going there with him and the coach. He was waving the coach off when the coach was saying something. He was going like this to the guy. Then they said, no, everything's cool. But I don't know what's going on there. There could be a little something going on between the coach and quarterback. A lot of good games on Sunday. Anything else you're looking at?
I'll give you guys one more. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys Chicago Bear game. The line right now, Dallas is -1 and 51. I'm going to take Dallas -1. The Bears are 1-4 against the spread their last 5 following an ATS loss. The Bears already started this year 0-2 against the spread. Dallas 6-3 their last 9 against the spread. Dallas needs to get their defense going there. You saw, I was shocked that the Giants actually did move the ball on them a little bit.
Right.
I know both teams got banged up
yards.
defenses, but I shocked Dallas and destroyed them last. That was one of my plays last week. But I'm going to fire right back with the boys this week. Dallas -1 against the Bears. Bears at home. I think Dallas on the road gets the job done. Puts them away.
That's a tough game, man.
I like that play.
I got
also.
Dallas winning 7+ in this game. I like Dallas.
You got bigger balls than I do to pick.
I like that play also. You know, the fact that Minnesota, you know, they're JJ.
Hold on, we're on. He's picking Dallas.
I know. I'm going to talk about that game. The fact that Minnesota beat the Bears the way they did, everyone, and that game was so close, and the Bears were ahead a lot of that game. A lot of people thought, oh, the Bears are here. They look good. Let me tell you something.
They did look good the first half, though.
But against Minnesota, we don't really know what Minnesota is right now. They got whooped last week. We got to see.
Right.
But here's my opinion on the Bears. I'm already reading that Ben Johnson is on a hot seat. They just got rid of Eberflus, and now Ben Johnson's already on the hot seat. You know who should be on the hot seat? Caleb Williams. Guys, I might get this channel shut down for saying this, but Caleb Williams is not a man. At best, he's a boy. At worst, he's a woman. I don't know what he is. But Caleb Williams is not the guy. He is not the guy. He paints his fingernails, and he is not.
Away, will you?
He is not a man that's going to lead a football team to a championship.
Well, you can say that
plain and simple.
You can say that about Tua too.
Hold on. I mean, come on, Teddy. You're going to blame it on him?
I blame it on all the quarterbacks.
You can't blame it on him only.
He was the first overall pick.
What about the protection? What about the play calling? What about, it goes in many directions.
What about the bad passes?
Yeah, listen, the bad passes are the bad passes. You could blame that on the quarterback if he's throwing the ball way over the head. But at the end of the day, can you really blame it on a second-year quarterback?
I think so.
You could blame it on offensive coordinator as well, running some of them shit plays.
That's what I'm saying.
They run.
I mean, exactly. Play calling.
But he's changing. If you watch the game last week, he changed a lot of the plays at the line. If you watch him, he comes up to the line. It's like Tua doing the same thing, changing plays.
But what's wrong with that?
Well, he didn't read the defensive rate, obviously.
Well, if he threw shitty passes, I mean, that's one thing. But if he was correct in what he was reading, and then he did, the ball was thrown, low or high or whatever the case. I mean, you can't really. I don't know. Do you blame him?
Who's going to have the better win percentage in Chicago?
I
The Bears
just get
or the White
upset
Sox?
because how are you going to put a second? You're talking about a second-year QB. I'm talking about
pick in the draft.
I'm talking about a second-game coach. How are you going to say he's on the hot seat when he's
why?
the second
Because it's
game?
Chicago. That's why.
I just think it's crazy.
And
they put all the blame for what happened. First-year quarterbacks do come out and perform sometimes, Scotty.
They definitely do.
C.J. Stroud, right?
Yeah.
So here's my point.
Well, but he's 0-2 this year.
Well, that's another story for another day. But they put all the blame for last year's Bears issues. They put all the blame on Eberflus.
Right.
And now Johnson's in, and now they're putting all the blame on Johnson. Maybe put the blame on Caleb Williams. That's all I'm saying.
The Bears 0-3 after this week.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I'm with you on that play.
Well, we know one other team that's going 0-3 after this week.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Yeah. I actually like something in that game. I like Tyreek Hill over
you gotta watch out. He hurt his wrist though. I got a little injuries on that.
Well, I did like. Maybe I'll take a second
he
look.
Slapped his girlfriend too hard. He hurt his wrist.
I liked his longest reception over 23.5 yards. I think that they're going to be down the whole game. I think Tua's going to have to air it out.
Do you think Tua can throw a ball over 15 yards? Though?
No, he throws it 10 yards, and Tyreek runs the rest of the way.
I got you.
Hey, you guys, what's wrong with you and the Dolphins, man?
I hate the Dolphins.
Give them a little support. Maybe they'll win a game.
I will give them support once they get rid of Daniels and Tua. Once they get rid of them,
Chris Greer's the real problem.
You guys are missing some good games here. I don't understand you guys. I mean,
let's hear them.
I love the Rams this week against Philadelphia. I think the Rams are going to.
I haven't even given my pick yet, by the way.
Okay. I thought you were giving out picks just now.
I haven't given my foot. Go ahead.
All right. Anyways, I love the Rams. I'm going to buy that line up to +5. I'm going to jump on them against Philly. The line's 3.5. I'm going to 5 on this game. I don't care. I think the Rams stay in this game. I think right now, at this spot, at this time, they can play with Philadelphia. Philadelphia was lucky to win that game last week. To be honest, I think if Kelsey makes that play, if Kansas City stayed with them, I think the Rams right now are just a little bit as good as anybody out there. They're sharp. Their defense is excellent. Their offense is gelling. I just like the way Stafford's controlling that part of the offense. Their defense shows up. I think they could stay with Philly in this game, and they could shut down that running game and put it all on Hurts. If they put it all on Hurts, it might be a pick here or there that could be a big difference. I think turnover is going to be a key to this game. I like the Rams plus the 5 in that game big time. Boom.
I love that matchup.
Is that the line 5?
3.5, 3.5.
The 5.
You know, that's for my top. I'm going to give it out while we're here. I'm just my top VIP selection on Saturday. It's my number one play. You can see it right there. Sunday, excuse me. My number one play on Sunday, the Rams.
If they play on Saturday,
I'm not going to say, well, the game's on Saturday, but it's just getting me a little fired up here. But I do like the Rams here. I don't want to hear that fly, Eagles fly. I said it last year. I don't like hearing that fly, Eagles fly. No, but my numbers, look, you can see my numbers right here.
Yeah.
I got the Rams. This game should actually be a pick 'em on this game, I think. And they're getting 3.5 points on this game.
No, I disagree with that.
There's no way my numbers got as a pick right now.
There's no way you're going to put the defending Super Bowl champions in their stadium and pick them against anyone. The Rams are good, but Philly still deserves to be the favorite. I wouldn't touch this game if it was a pick 'em.
I like this game. Well, I'm saying that's my number. It should be.
The only reason why I like it is because I want to get above that 3.5.
3.5. I don't even think they need the 3.5.
I want to get 5.
Wow. Big opinions. Big opinion. I'm staying away from that, but big opinions. I got a game I like a lot.
Let's go.
I like this Pittsburgh-New England game, guys.
Be a good game.
I know he's going to get sucked in on this one big time. I can tell already.
Okay, let's see. You know I love me some Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Okay.
I already know where you're going.
Let's see. Here, you know what to do. Write it down
No,
and
I
then
already
fold.
know.
Okay.
I already know.
So you know.
I can tell you what you're using. I'm going to write it.
Hold on. So you know I love me some Aaron Rodgers. You know he's one of my favorite players. I love his style. I love everything about him.
So you're going to flip. You're going to flip all that stuff.
But that being said,
right, exactly.
This Steelers defense is not the Steelers defense of old.
No.
They're giving up a lot of points. These games, like I liked the over last week in their game, and it flew over. I just think that Drake May is the real deal, and I'm a fan of his. And I don't know if this is what you thought I was going to do, but I'm seeing the Steelers right now at -2. I'm moving that line to 3, and I'm taking the home dog. I proved you wrong, didn't I, Scotty?
Look at that.
No.
Look at that. That's what I would have said. I would have said Pittsburgh -1.
No, I'm going with New England +3. Wait, what did you think I was going to take?
I think New England's the right side.
But what did you think I was going to say? Pittsburgh, right?
No, I thought you were going to take the New England.
But you said you're going to fall into the trap.
No.
Okay. So New England, yeah, I love the home
I
dog.
didn't say you were going to fall in the trap. I just kind of knew which direction.
I kind of disagree with you guys on that game. I think Aaron Rodgers had a little bad game, couple defensive errors, on that last game.
Think about how can you like a team that's allowing 32, 33 points a game against them?
Yeah.
The Steelers. I mean, they got beat 31-17, and they won the first week, 36-34.
To the Jets, they gave up all those points.
They allowed 32.5 points a game so far.
Yeah, to the Jets and the Seahawks.
New England's defense can show up and play, but I don't know what happened to them.
Look at Miami put up points against them as well. But
Right.
Pittsburgh, they gave up points, but that wasn't really their defense giving up. They had turnovers. I mean, they had that muff punt or muff kick or whatever that happened, and they put 14 points up off of that.
All right, so my last play on Sunday, because I love, and I love the way Green Bay's playing, and they're 2-0, and they've covered both games, and I just think they're just dominating over a team like Cleveland. I just see too many weapons, too much firepower, too much defense. It looks like it's all pointed stacked in one direction. 7.5, no way. I'll bring it down to 6 and jump all over Green Bay -6 against Cleveland. I think they're just too strong. I don't think Cleveland has a shot in this game if Green Bay shows up. If Green Bay shows up and Love plays the type of game he should play, which he's been doing his first couple, and doesn't make too many mistakes or forces it, I think Cleveland wins this game by at least 11 to 16 points. Boom. Cleveland.
Okay.
Excuse me, not Cleveland. Green Bay.
Green Bay?
Over Cleveland.
Cleveland are playing in the dog pound,
I
baby.
think Green Bay wins by 11 to 16 over Cleveland.
They look good, boy. Boy, do they look good.
And I like Love, and I like Herbert, and they're both playing.
Oh, man, Zach
excellent.
Smacks was in the chat. I didn't even realize it was him, but then
He probably jumped on when we started talking about the Dolphins.
There you go. Yeah, we don't need to talk about Miami, the worst team in one of the worst teams in the NFL. Anyways, that's that. Those are my 2 plays. I like the Rams +5. I like Green Bay -6. I'm buying it and adjusting it on both of those. Those are the 2 games I like, guys. Again, I want you guys to understand, these are plays that I have strong opinions on, work that goes behind them. Not games to go out and bet your full amounts of money on. These are games to have a little fun with. If you're a $100 player, then don't play more than $100 on this game, even 75 or 100 max. All right? I just want you guys to understand. If you're looking for the creme de la creme the exclusive type games that we put out, within a few hours before game time, that I do all my criteria at the highest level. That's my VIP private service. If you have any interest in that, DM me. My Instagram, which you'll find out a little later, I'll give it to you. And those are the games that I recommend that you could be going, as they say, all in on.
Put those chips in the middle, baby.
Well, how many games do you give out in NFL, too?
I just gave out one, and then the Tyreek Hill over. I just gave out that one
How
play.
many think interceptions Geno Smith throws this weekend against that Washington team?
Boy, oh boy.
He looks like shit.
I don't know about that.
He was disappointing last week, but I still believe in him.
But he can bounce back.
I believe in him still.
Yeah, he's solid. I think that they're just the Chargers are just a damn good team. I mean, they got some really good defenders.
And his top target had the knee issue. Brock Bowers had a knee issue. He was wearing a knee brace. He wasn't really as mobile as he could and should be. I'll tell you, some of these rookies, we could maybe talk more about. We're running out of time this week. We could maybe talk more about this next week.
We got so much action going today.
So much.
We didn't get no baseball in or nothing.
We're going to do that right now. Let's go right in, if you don't mind. Unless you want to finish what you were going to say.
No, that's it. I was just saying we got to talk about some rookies. I don't know how some of the Ashton Genty, Hunt, the top two guys in the draft. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing much from them so far, so we'll see.
A lot of people complain about Travis Hunter. It's 2 games, guys.
I agree. That's why I'm not saying. That's why I'm not saying too much yet.
Give these guys a chance, man.
I agree 100%. But that's why I'm keeping my.
It's like going on a date. You go on a date with a girl one day. You're making an assumption. It is what it is. Let it play out for a little bit. Let these guys fit in. They got to get used to the systems. They're young. They're still young kids. If you think about it, what are they? 21, 22 years old. I mean, come on. You got to give them a little break. I mean, sooner or later you'll know if they're real or fugazi at the end of the day. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with some baseball. If you have anything today you like, let it out. And Teddy, you have anything? I'm not doing anything in baseball today as far as a pick. I gave out my games for football. What do you see in baseball?
I'm
tonight?
giving out one game in baseball on the show today. Game's going there tonight. I'm going to jump on this Tampa Bay game. They're minus 125 right now, Toronto. I'm going to take Toronto, man. They're sizzling right now. 6-0 their last 6. The Rays 0-5 their last 5 at home. I like Toronto. They got that Guzman on the mound here today. I like them here today, minus 125. Game goes off at 7 o'clock here tonight. So jump on Toronto Blue Jays. They're going to continue their winning streak here tonight.
Real quick, we got a question. I'm going to give a baseball game. We got a question from $May. $. What about the Texans versus the Jags? And what about the Colts? I'm assuming he means the Colts and the Titans.
That's a good. The Colts are playing interesting. Yeah, Colts are on the road, 6.5, I think. I didn't have anything on either one of those games. To be honest, I want to see how the Colts play out. They won 2 great games in a row at home. Now they're going on the road for the first time. So that number is a little tough for me, even though they're playing the Titans. The Titans can show up at home. So that game for me was too close. I didn't like the number on the game, so I'm off. I'm not touching either one of those games. Yourself?
Nope, I'm not touching either one of them.
Yeah, that Colts. The one warning I'll give you,
I wish I could help you, but I just don't have anything. I don't want to mislead you.
We're not going to throw stuff at you just to throw stuff at you. But the one warning I would give you is the Colts might be the most heavily public. Besides maybe the Chiefs and the Colts are 2 of the most heavily public bet games of the week. Obviously, everyone's high on the Colts right now, doing what they've done so far.
Well, they're playing. They deserve it after 2 weeks, but, they played at home. You don't know what they're about. Let's see how they are when they go on the road. Daniel Jones going into foreign grounds.
And then, the Texans-Jags game. The Jags favored. I know the Texans are 0-2, but, wow, it's an interesting line. I'm not on. Sorry, $. That's just we don't have anything on those 2.
Texans right now.
Maybe later in the week though.
Texans right now finding ways to lose games. They lost the first game. They played a great game against the Rams. They really had a shot to win that game. I actually had them. I bought the line up to +5, so I got lucky to push on it. It was like 3.5, 4. I bought it up. But I thought they had every shot to win that game. And that last drive, they were driving down, and then they turned the ball over. They were inside the 20 with a first down. They actually could have won that game against the Rams, the Rams are playing pretty damn good football, and they blew this game against Tampa Bay. So the Texans have been in both their games. They're just finding ways to drop the games more so than win the game. So, the other side, That's a tough one.
Tough games.
I don't like
Definitely tough games.
All right. Anything in baseball?
Yeah, I got one quick baseball game. We got the Rangers versus the Astros. DeGrom's on the mound for the Rangers, having a great comeback year. DeGrom, after kind of looking like an old guy for a while, falling down, he's back. 2.89 ERA. The Astros lineup is last in the league since the All-Star break. And Christian Javier for the Astros on the mound, he's given up 4 runs or more in 4 of his past 5 starts. I love this first 5 matchup, going with the Rangers' first 5 innings on the money line.
All right, there you go. Great show, guys. Glad to be back this week. Missed you guys last week. Teddy, like I said, great job hanging in there and taking over the show for me. And we're back this week. We gave out a lot of picks, a lot of picks. So I hope you guys, like I said, play with your heads, not over your heads. If you like what we're doing, great, use them. If you don't like them, totally up to you guys.
I told my guys when I sent the link out for this show, I said, if you're going to watch this show, grab a pen and paper because there's going to be a lot of picks today.
There you go. All right. Speaking of picks and more picks, well, here you go. TK, where can they find you each and every day so they can get free picks and whatever else you're offering on social media?
Hey, guys, the best place to find me is right on my Instagram, @TKWins. I give a lot of stories up there, a lot of polls. The stuff I do. You get live odds on my website as well. But all you got to do is go to Instagram, @TKWins. And if you want to get my picks, all you got to do is click my bio, go right to my site, or send me a DM. I get right back to guys usually within minutes. So check me out there, @TKWins on Instagram.
There you go. Free picks galore, man. Free picks galore. If you guys want them, like I said, just play with your head, not over your head with these games. I speak for myself. I'm sure you guys would feel the same way. They're not games to go out and put a lot of money into, but they're games to try to build a little bankroll and have some fun. All right, here he is, my man, the CEO of the Sports Profits. Where can they get you, Teddy, every day to find out your great stuff you're putting out?
Guys, how much do we love these broadcast channels that Instagram has put out? They make life amazing. So go to my Instagram, _profits_pick, no S after pick. We got 20 or 30 fake pages trying to be us. So make sure you see that blue check mark and join the broadcast channel. There's about 2,500 members in there right now. Want to get that thing up to 10,000 soon. We're coming close to 50,000 followers, by the way. We'll probably hit that mark in the next week or two. So I'm going to be doing some giveaways when we hit the 50,000 follower mark. Make sure you watch out for that also. And then you can go to the website too, thesportsprofits.com. But really all you need to do is be on that Instagram channel right there every single day.
There you go. Great stuff he's putting out, guys. Take advantage of it. Use his 20 years of experience and try to build a bankroll. All right, guys, I don't think there's anybody hotter. I mean, I got 2 great guys next to me, legendary. But
no, we got to give it to you. You're the hot man at the table right now.
Smoking hot with our games. I mean, just crazy hot. Free picks winning, private service winning, bonus plays winning, 50-unit plays winning. I mean, you name it, it's winning. I mean, let's hope it stays that way and we keep it nice and consistent. Free picks, you can find me each and every day. I put them up every day. Free picks on my Instagram channel, SM Sports Picks, PICKS, with the blue check mark right there on your screen. There it is, right there. Scott Mattews, one and only. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of great winning, trying to keep it moving and grooving in the right direction, help you guys build your bankrolls. And this is the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. Love doing the show each and every week right here at the one and only Podcast Junkie Studios. Ben Castro, my man, running the show here for us each and every week with a big smile on his face right now. There you go. And check out the show. Like I said, you can find that on all podcast forums, Apple, Spotify, and go to YouTube. Put in the search word Get the Edge Sports Podcast. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up, whatever you got to do. Tell your friends about us. We're here each and every week doing it for you guys, trying to give you that winning edge. Have a great day today. We'll be back next week. I can't believe it. Week 4 of the NFL. I was just thinking, wow, football season's getting ready to start. We're going to be 4 weeks into it next week, and look forward to you next Wednesday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good one.